It's a gross rainy day, and I'm just editing on the couch, cozy watching YouTube on the heated blanket with Duck. And I was petting her head, and I said, "What's that in your fur?" It was a snail. Guess who just tried to drag half a tree in the house and then ran all over the white blankets on my couch with her dirty paws? You? Did you do it? Look at her little tongue. Was it you? No, it couldn't be you. Why do you look like nobody owns you? Okay, it's Wednesday and I just spent the entire morning editing. I'm a wedding photographer and it's July. So as you can imagine, this is what most of my life is spent doing right now. But there's dog toys everywhere. I also have a million home projects to do and that I like really want to do, but I'm having like ADHD like task paralysis. Like I'm like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this. Gave myself a full day off last Friday to like do as many projects as possible. I did not do one single thing because all day I was paralyzed by trying to make a decision on what I was actually going to do. So we have like long-term big renovations that we want to do. Like, so this is my living room. This is our temporary puppy gate. But this wall leads into our kitchen. And we have a very, 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 very small kitchen. So we eventually, even though I don't love an open concept, we're going to keep this area contained. I don't want to take this wall out, but we're considering taking this wall, kind of expanding our kitchen along the back, doing a giant island here, and having like dining room and living room combined situation out here. So that's one of the like long-term, not right now because it costs lots of money, projects that we want to do. So for right now, I feel like there's other projects like that are like 3 to 5 years. But I feel like right now there's a lot of projects that I can do to just kind of like make the space feel like a little bit better for now until we kind of like do those really big projects. So like I also want to do a full office renovation, which I don't think is going to cost a whole lot of money. Like I think I can do it for a couple $100, but I'm not 100% set on what I want to do. And also like, that's like a big time consuming task. So I think right now, using this for accountability, there's so many like little things that I can do to make the space feel better. I think I'm gonna make a list of those things and see how many things I can check off over the next couple of days. For example, right now, this is where we keep like the dog things. We take her outside through this door. This is where we keep just like dog things. It's a mess. This is her crate. It just looks like a mess right now. Like I want to make our coffee setup cuter. I need to clean up the things that are on the top of the fridge. I feel like there's just so many like tiny tasks like that will make our space feel a lot better for right now that I'm gonna do. And once those things are done, I think maybe we'll get into a full office reno, which will be a video for a later date. it's raining again. This entire week has been roughly 15 degrees, raining. It's July. Like, why are we doing this? I just put Ducky in for a nap, and now she hears me talking and she's screaming because she wasn't fully ready to go in for a nap. But she is like 18 weeks old and I work from home. I can usually get a good like 3-hour nap out of her in the morning in her crate. So I usually put her in around 8:30 or 9. And then I can pretty much keep her, like, she'll pretty much nap until lunchtime so that I can get some like actual like locked in work done at that point. And then I usually like keep her out for the afternoon, or like if I'm running errands I put her back in her crate. But she wasn't super happy to go in there this morning, even though she was falling asleep on me on the couch before I put her in. Okay, she stopped screaming and I'm a little nervous that I'm gonna wake her up again. We'll try again. So we moved into this house about 3 months ago. And before that we lived in the same rental for 5 years. And I feel like I just like never settled in a rental. Like sometimes I'd be like, oh, let's like make the space cute, but I just felt like I couldn't really do what I wanted to do. And then it just like felt like the house was always a mess because I was just like, whatever, like it's not the aesthetic that I want. Like I can't do a whole lot with it because it's a rental, and because of that it just always felt like a mess. Also ADHD, keeping spaces tidy is not my strong suit. But I've been trying really hard in our new house because we actually own the space and I can make it cute. And I've realized the entire hack, at least for me, with my ADHD to keeping my space clean is just aesthetics. I love beautiful spaces. I just like being surrounded by beautiful things. And my house does not look beautiful when my house is a mess. But also it's like when I was in a rental, if the aesthetic of the house, I was just like, whatever. It's not forever. It's not like, I can't do what I want with it. So like, whatever. And it just ended up being a mess. We've been in this house 3 months now. And up until this point, I feel like I haven't really settled. We bought the house, like it needs updates. And then exactly 1 month after we moved in, we got a puppy, like a fresh puppy. So I feel like it just put a lot of things majorly on pause for us. And it's been really difficult to keep a clean space. And I mean, obviously puppies cost money, and yeah, that just kind of like paused everything. But I feel like lately we've been settling into a routine with her. We've had her for a little over 2 months now. So I feel like I've finally been getting back into like, okay, like we're gonna make this house like our home. Anyways, all that to say, I have never been a person who made my bed. Literally never cared about it. Like whatever, gotta unmake it at the end of the day anyway, so what's the point of making it in the morning, has kind of been the vibe around here. And I also just like would throw a shitty duvet on it. Like I really didn't care that much about it. But I've realized wanting to be surrounded by a beautiful, nice aesthetic place has just been the key to hacking my ADHD, because I went and I've been like trying to make my bed like a cozy space but also like make it pretty. So I went and bought like a new, I mean, I have a whole vision for the aesthetic of this room. Think kind of moody, like mauvey, olivey green, chocolate brown, gold accent, like mustardy yellow accents is kind of like the vibe for here. So we haven't painted the room yet, obviously, because I don't know like which of those colors is going to kind of go on the wall, because I still want to find curtains and a rug, and I want to find one that has at least one that has a pattern, and then kind of like decide after I decide on curtains and a rug. But I need to find one with a pattern first to decide what color the other is going to be, and then decide. Anyways, this whole thing, haven't painted yet. But for the first time ever, I went out and bought like bedding that I actually like. So I bought us all new sheets, like chocolate brown, olivey green, like those tones. And I got this nice chocolatey brown blanket to go in the bed so that it looked pretty when it was made. And then I found, so this really looked like a cool brown in the store. It looks gray on the video. It's really like a cool brown with like a mauvey plummy undertone. Color theory, man, this quilt really shifts in how the color looks, and I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it at first, but I do think it's the vibe. I think I just need to like play the right colors off of it. So I bought this, and I have this nice velvety gold pillow. Now I'm trying to find like a nice, I just have like this throw put on it for now, but I'm trying to find a nice throw to put on the bed that fits that vibe. And then I need to find something to go above the bed. I need to find a big rug for this space that fits the vibe, and then I want to find nice curtains. And then from that color palette, yeah, paint the walls, but I'm not 100% sure yet what. But having bedding that I actually like, that actually like looks pretty when it's made, I also want to get some like 2 more like big like decorative throw pillows to put on the bed. And I think we're going to swap our mattresses back, because we got a new mattress for our spare bedroom, and that one has a really high headboard, and we were like, oh, maybe this is more comfortable than the one we have on our bed, so we swapped mattresses. But this mattress is really tall, so now we you can't see our headboard at all, which I thrifted for $15, and I love her. So we might swap the mattresses back, because our original one was lower and you could actually see the headboard. Side note. Yeah, turns out the key to making your bed is to just actually making a space look the way that you want it. So then you want the bed to be made so that it actually looks nice. ADHD hacks, guys. ADHD hacks. The other thing I'm trying to do with our space right now, like before we really dive into renovations, is like, I don't really care if the inside of a drawer is messy. I don't care if like a closed space is super like is messy, but I'm like tired of just being able to see clutter everywhere. So also, we don't have a huge house, so we need to get creative a little bit with storage sometimes. But I just need to find a home for everything that isn't visible, if it's not a super like, if it's not making the space look nice, because I'm so sick of looking at the clutter, and like my brain just feels so much quieter when my house actually looks tidy. So I've been on a major storage solution journey lately to keep my house from looking cluttered. So yesterday I kind of made a big list of all the spaces that I want to tackle to just like make things look a little bit tidier. Today I have to just like edit as much as possible, and I run a mail club called Slow Season Mail Club, and I create a new print every, like a photography print every month, and I send a letter with it, and like you get a soundtrack for the month and all that stuff. It's July 29th. This month's been a little bit crazy, so I need to try and get those in the mail today, or at least get them finished packing today and get them in the mail by tomorrow. So today's gonna be a busy one, and I'm gonna go get dressed. So I made my list of all the little things that I need to do in my house to feel like a little bit more organized. And I don't really know where to start. We put this shelf here to put all the dog things on, because we bring her out through the back door, but her crate is on the other side of this hutch, and somehow we just still end up always laying things on top of her crate. And I also hate the look of the big plastic crate. So I'm thinking about moving the bins of dog things back on top of the crate to kind of like hide it under the wicker baskets a little bit. But then I don't know what to put in this corner. Feeling a little, I don't know. I feel like I don't know what to do next. Okay, it's Friday morning. It's roughly 9:30 a.m. and I make myself take Fridays off in the summer because I'm usually shooting a wedding on Saturdays. I'm shooting a wedding tomorrow, and I have to drive about 2 hours this afternoon. Actually, I'll probably leave this evening to get to tomorrow's wedding. So I like to take my Fridays off in the summer, and then I take Sundays off so that I still get 2 days off a week. But my Fridays I like to use for like, well, I always do a thrift run on Fridays, because my favorite thrift store, which is the Restore, the Habitat for Humanity Restore in St. John's, I'm obsessed with it. It is the best furniture finds ever. They close at like 5 p.m. and during the week I usually thrift like later in the evening. So I usually go there every Friday at minimum to see if they have anything. So today we're gonna do a thrift run to the Restore. I might go to the Special Olympics thrift store. I did the SPCA one a couple days ago, didn't really find anything. Don't even talk to me about my beef with Value Village right now because the prices are ridiculous. I like generally don't look a whole lot at the prices on like a shirt from the thrift store because it's usually like $5 or $6 max. I thrifted 3 shirts from Value Village. I think it was Monday or Tuesday, or maybe it was last Friday. $41. I was appalled. It was a Banana Republic shirt, an Aritzia shirt, and a Herschel shirt, which, like, to be fair, it still like would have been good prices for that, but I'm like, this is used clothing. So I don't do Value Village often anymore unless I can't find like only if I'm trying to thrift a really specific thing and I can't find it at one of the other thrift stores, then I'll go to Value Village because it's ridiculous. Anyways, it makes me so angry. We need to stop donating our things there. If you live in St. John's, you know that we used to have Previously Loved, which was my favorite thrift store on earth. Not on earth, in St. John's. Let's clarify. My favorite thrift store in St. John's. I thrift a lot when I travel. I usually, like when I'm in another city, I do like thrift stores, vintage, consignment, because you can always get the best finds, so yeah. But for in St. John's, I love Previously Loved. It was just like a giant warehouse. Their prices were so good. I used to go there a couple times a week, and they closed in May, and it broke my heart and it ruined my thrifting routine. So can't do Previously Loved anymore. But yeah, I don't usually do Value Village unless I'm like, okay, like I want to do like a big thrift run and hit like all the stores, or I'm looking for something like really specific that I'm trying to thrift that I can't find at any of the other stores. Then I'll go to Value Village. But anyways, their prices are insane. So we might do Value Village today. I'll hit the other ones first. I'm trying to find, I have a list of things I'm trying to find, but I'm redoing my coffee station, which is mostly organized right now, but I want to get new like ceramic like canisters to put my coffee in to look pretty. I have white ones out there now, but I don't really like them. I checked Winners. I might also check Winners today if I can't thrift one. But you know, like the containers that you'd put like flour and sugar in on your counter, kind of. I want to find one for coffee and like one for like specifically like espresso grounds. I mean, I'm always looking for furniture. I'm trying to find like a table, shelf, something that will fit in my entrance of my house, which is proving to be really difficult because it's a small space and there's a radiator heater and like the one wall that you'd probably put it on. So there's like another wall in the hallway that you can put it on, but it needs to be like pretty small. So I'm struggling with that. So I'm on the lookout for that. I started sewing this spring, so I'm always on the lookout for fabric at thrift stores. What else am I looking for? I actually don't remember. I have it written down though. But the canisters are like my main look right now, because when I have those, then my coffee station will be finished. Actually, if I found a shelf to replace with the like Winners, like really fake looking wood and like wrought iron shelf, if I found a wooden shelf that I could replace that one with, I'd buy that as well today. And I'm on the lookout for nightstands. My current nightstands are just like fake wood from Amazon, and I kind of hate them. I want to get some fun nightstands. So I'm always on the lookout for nightstands. I guess let's get ready and go thrifting. Okay, I never go through the clothing at the Restore, the Habitat for Humanity. I usually only go there for like furniture and home things, but I couldn't find any like home things, couldn't find the jars, like the canisters and stuff that I was looking for. So I was like, oh, I'm here, like I'll do a quick peek through the clothing. I just got a freaking haul for $50 and like all of it is new with tags. I'm gonna show you when I get home, but that was a good one. Sometimes I forget how good a just like straight up regular iced coffee from McDonald's is. She's gonna start squeaking, I know it. I just had a banger thrift run. I didn't find the canisters that I wanted anywhere. I checked Winners. I actually only went to one thrift store, but I had a good run. So I went to the Habitat for Humanity, the Restore that I said I love for furniture. And for the first time, I actually looked at the clothes there. I got a full bag of things. I'm pretty sure all of it's new with tags. So let's do a little peek at it all. No, the dog is gonna start making noise any second now. And she is. Ooh, this is Ducky. Ducky is a rescue puppy from Labrador. She's 4 months old as of 3 days ago. One of my cats is obsessed with her. One of my cats absolutely hates her. So if you hear hissing in the background, just pretend you don't. They're fine. Okay, because it's on top, I actually did find this pair of American Eagle pants at Winners for $15. Like wide leg, loose. I haven't tried them on yet, but I'm really hoping they fit. I'm afraid they might be a little bit small, but I'll return them if they are. It's really not clear on the tag what the size is. Hopefully they fit. The things that I thrifted, I've been really into like chartreuse. Is that what this color is called lately? I need to let the dog out. Okay, this one, if I could tell, is the brand, but just like a flowy little tank top. Cute. Love. I think it was $5. I got all this for $50 total. I don't remember. There's not tags on everything. Okay, this still has tags on it. The brand is Wilo. Little workout like sports bra top. New with the tag on it. I paid, I think it was $5 for this. The MSRP on this is 126 USD. Come again. It's literally brand new with the tag on it. Cute little sports bra. Also, like, hope this fits. I got these pants, more green because I love green. Also hoping these will fit. I think they were $10. A little pleated wide leg moment. Love, my favorite type of pants. And I also love a pleat. Okay, I think this was at $7 maybe. But just a cutie little, I feel like this would be cute with like, just like 1 or 2 buttons done up and a cute little bra underneath. Super lightweight, just like stretchy material. Again, brand new with tag. Actually I can try this one on. I have been looking for a really big, cozy cardigan like this. So actually, now that I'm looking at it, actually, I knew it there. It says it's sleepwear, okay? Like, I think it's supposed to be, like, a robe. Again, new with tags, Nautica. I paid $20. It says it's a house coat. Hear me out. Like, this is just a big, long, cozy cardigan. I have been looking for a cardigan like this for so long, and I just don't think that things need to be what they say they are. You think I'm not wearing this in public? Hang on, I need more space. Okay, wait. I'm new to this, guys. Like, I've been, like, this is the big cozy cardigan I've been looking for years. And even though it says, like, house coat, like, this is a big comfy cardigan. And nobody can tell me otherwise, and I'm probably gonna wear it as such. Not even probably, I'm absolutely gonna wear it as such. So if you see me out in public wearing my house coat, no you didn't. Okay, and also at Winners because I'm on my home organization journey right now, because I realized that the only way to keep my house clean as somebody with ADHD who tends to just get a little bit untidy, I need a home for everything, which means there needs to be baskets everywhere. I'm so tired of looking at clutter, but I also need like if something doesn't have a dedicated home that's very easily accessible, it's gonna end up on the counter. So I've been buying a lot of baskets, and it's like, this basket's dedicated to this one specific type of thing. I need themes to put things in. The other thing is just aesthetics. Like, I'm like, I like how my living room's looking now. I need art for this wall. The cat tree was there, and then Ducky decided to shred the twine on the cat tree while I was on the phone the other day. So the cat tree is currently sitting in the hallway where she can't get at it. And the cat tree won't be going back here. I think we're gonna move it to the rec room when we get our rec room finished. So now I'm like, I need art for this wall, but like aesthetically, like I do like this room. And I've realized that making a room exactly what I like aesthetically is what makes me keep it clean as somebody with ADHD, because it gives me so much dopamine when the room has the aesthetic that I like, and then I'm like, oh, now I want it to be like tidy. Like I don't need it to be spotless and look like nobody lives here. I really like a house that looks lived in, but I like it when it looks nice. And like my office is an absolute disaster zone right now, but I hate my office. I haven't done anything with it. I like threw my desk in there, threw my computer in there, threw a bookshelf in there, slapped things on the bookshelf, and I'm like, this looks stupid. And it's a disaster zone because I'm like, it doesn't even look nice anyways. Like, I don't care, whatever, throw my shit all over the floor kind of thing. That's why we're gonna do a full office reno at some point. But now that I've worked on like the living room and the bathroom, I redid the bathroom first when we moved in, and I'm slowly picking at our bedroom. I like ignore the dog toys everywhere because every time I put them back in her basket, she just runs over and starts hauling them out again. So sometimes that's a losing battle. I put them away at night, she hauls them out in the morning. But like, I'm so much more likely to clean my house because then it gives me dopamine to have a clean house when my house looks the way I want. So anyways, that's my becoming, now that I like own my house and can do whatever I want, that's like my favorite ADHD hack right now. Anyways, after that tangent, I'm realizing that I forgot to take my Concerta this morning. Like, wow, I really, like, where are we going with this? Like, land the plane here, sister. Yeah, I didn't take my Concerta today. I'm now realizing. Anyways, what I got at Winners. I found this little set of 3 really cute, I love, like, wicker baskets. I hate gray in my house. So, like, brown, beige, warm tones are my go-to, like, neutrals. And I love just buying these wicker baskets because they're neutral and I can, like, put them anywhere. And they're not gray. So I got a little pack of 3 of these. Don't know where they're going. Might use one to put my makeup in on my dresser, actually. Don't know where the rest are going, but I'm slowly working on organizing. The dog needs to come in. After 5 Winners runs, I finally found a rug for my entrance, and it's washable. So even though it's pretty, I was trying to find like a little bit of a darker color one because it's going to be at the entrance. It matches, it's the exact same print as the runner that I have in my hallway. So now they have like a nice little matching moment. I'm really just hoping it's not going to be too big. But I can also put it this way. Like this end at the door in if it is too big. So I think it's going to work anyways. So I have this for my porch now. And I still need other things for my porch. Actually, let's just put it down and I'll show you. As I thought it might be, it's a little bit too wide to go across this way with the radiator there, but I think we can make it work this way. And I really need to clean up the inside of this closet, but I need to like make this shelf cute. I need to put art on this wall, and I want to get a hook, some hooks to put either on this wall or like a single hook. Let me back up. Like a single hook to put here to put, there I am, to put like my purse and stuff. Or we might move this art, get a little console table for here, but it's just like a little bit narrow. It's hard to find something that fits. And then do like a rack up there for like hanging some coats and a purse. But I actually kind of like this being empty now. Hey. Hey. Anyways, happy Friday. That felt kind of chaotic now that I've edited it, but it is what it is. Gotta practice if we're gonna do this, I guess. So I guess subscribe and maybe I'll start renovating my office next week. Also, if you actually enjoy thrift runs, let me know and I will actually show more of that. Okay, bye!